Welcome back and welcome on AM Business. On the 1st of May, the government will fully implement the electronic levy of 1.5%. Well, of course, now we know that there is that court issue for an injunction. But the motive for this controversial levy, as it were, is to increase tax to GDP and fund various government initiatives. But there could be a risk of entrepreneurs and for them, as well as tech-based startups who say the E-Levy will rip them off of their profits. On AM Business today, Charles Aite interrogates the impact the levy may have on these young startups.
It's been 4 years since Selassie Jikunu founded the Delzi Shop, an e-commerce outlet with consumers mainly in the diaspora. But COVID came and her profits tanked.
We've been operating for the past 4 years now, and we've been providing or servicing mostly people in the diaspora with authentic Ghanaian beauty care products. So they visit our website and they place their order, we process it and then deliver it to them. So basically that's what we've been doing. We have a staff strength. Before COVID, we had a staff strength of about 7. But during COVID, we had to lay some of them off, and now we're down to about 5.
Selassie may have survived the ravages of the COVID-19 pandemic, but she fears the introduction of the 1.5% E-Levy will prove tough for startups like hers that are heavily dependent on mobile money transactions.
We haven't been able to come up with how we're going to encourage our customers to still use our digital platform. I would say even before it has been accepted, clients have started telling us they will pay on delivery, whereas we have spent the past 2 to 3 years trying to encourage them to make payments even before delivery. It's like now we're taking 5 steps back after we've taken like 2 steps forward or something. So even last week it was very difficult for my staff and I, the sales lead. She just kept complaining about how now clients are insisting on cash. So it's like we're going back to the cash system, and then it's sort of making it look like efforts down the drain, putting together a website, investing so much money into technology and mobile payments and card payments, and now we have to revert to using cash. It's tough.
Whereas some economists have lauded the electronic transaction levy as a necessary evil, others insist the timing and form of the levy could cripple small enterprises like Selassie's that are heavily dependent on electronic transactions. But why and how? I put this question to Dr. John Kwachi, Director of Research at the Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA.
We have consistently said that there are so many loopholes in our tax system, and we have, mentioned them. The exemptions is one, property taxes is one, trade taxes, misinvoicing of trade taxes, transfer pricing, money laundering, and then, of course, we have non-compliance. It's also another area, and there's been estimates, projections that say that if all these loopholes were to be plugged, we could add something like 10 percentage points, to the current, our tax to GDP ratio, which hovers just around 12%. But why these loopholes are not being plugged, that's something that I don't get it. Sometimes it takes a political will to be able to do these things. Because, for example, the tax exemptions bill has been before Parliament. It was placed before Parliament in 2019. I don't know whether it was withdrawn, but government then had the majority to be able to pass it, but it wasn't passed. Now I understand the new bill has been submitted to Parliament. I don't know how easy it's going to be to pass that bill. We have also suggested that this is the time that we should be looking at, companies that are making a lot of profit. Even in spite of COVID, in the context of COVID, the mining companies, the oil companies, the telcos, the banks, And everywhere in the world, countries are looking for booming sectors of the economy so that they